In addition to being one of the most valuable players in MLS, Thomas Müller has had an incredible soccer career and knows how to make the most of his fortune. In today's video, you'll learn about Thomas Müller's luxurious lifestyle. Born on September 13, 1989, in the city of Weilheim, Germany, Thomas Müller is one of the most successful and respected soccer players in the history of world sport. His tactical intelligence and ability to read the game have elevated him to the status of a living legend of modern soccer. Unlike many athletes who play for several clubs, Müller has built a career of extreme loyalty and identification. He joined Bayern Munich's youth academy at the age of 10 in 2000. After excelling in the youth teams, it didn't take him long to make his way into the first team in 2008, under Jürgen Klinsmann, where he began a journey that would make him the all-time record holder for games played in the history of the Bavarian Giants, with 756 official matches. However, it was from the 2009-10 season, under coach Louis van Gaal, that his life began to take a new direction. The Dutch coach coined the famous phrase "Müller always plays," and the young striker responded with goals and assists that helped Bayern win the Bundesliga and reach the Champions League final. It was at this time that the world began to understand that Müller was no ordinary player, but a quiet strategist. Shortly thereafter, Müller became a global phenomenon during the 2010 World Cup. At just 20 years old, he won the Golden Boot as the tournament's top scorer and the Best Young Player award, enchanting the planet with his intelligent style of play and keen goal-scoring instinct. The star became the symbol of a golden era, winning 33 trophies with Bayern. Among his most successful trophies are the 2 Champions Leagues in 2013 and 2020, as well as an impressive record of 13 Bundesliga titles, the most national titles for a single player in the history of the league. In addition to his 25-year career at Bayern, where he became the club's all-time leading assist provider with 238 assists, Müller decided to seek a new challenge in August 2025. He transferred to the Vancouver Whitecaps of MLS, where he has already won the 2025 Canadian Championship title, becoming the most decorated German player of all time with 35 official trophies in his career. It is no wonder that Thomas Müller is considered the Raumdeuter, the interpreter of spaces, a term he himself coined in 2011 to describe his unique ability to find gaps in opposing defenses. Off the field, he also shines as an ambassador for the Nikolai Dis Young Wings Foundation, which supports young people in mourning and is dedicated to breeding dressage horses at his stud farm, Gut Welcome. Thanks to all the success he has achieved in his unique career, the star player has amassed a great fortune and global prestige, which today allow him to enjoy an extremely comfortable life, being an icon both on and off the pitch. Thomas Müller continues to be an example that intelligence and teamwork can take an athlete to the top of the world. So let's find out more about his life, shall we? But first, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Many people wonder what kind of properties Thomas Müller has lived in throughout his successful and loyal career, marked by his strong connection to Bavaria. One of the houses he lived in as a young man, for example, is located in the small village of Paul, a village with just over 2,000 inhabitants in Upper Bavaria. It was there that the star grew up with his parents, Claudia and Gerhard, in a residence that reflects the peaceful lifestyle of the region, serving as a refuge before Müller became a global icon. As proof of his affection for his origins, when he left Bayern in 2025, his teammates recreated a famous childhood photo in his old bedroom, which was decorated entirely in the club's colors. Unlike stars who constantly move from city to city, Müller has always prioritized his Bavarian roots. His main home for many years was a residence in Otterfing, south of Munich. It is a modern, high-end building that stands out for its balance between luxury and privacy. In 2015, due to his enormous fame, the player obtained special permission to build a high wall and fences around the property to protect his family from prying eyes and ensure the necessary security. In addition to his main residence, Müller has invested heavily in his great passion, Gut Welcome, his stud farm and training center in Otterfing. The site is a veritable equestrian empire dedicated to breeding and training world-class dressage horses, with an insemination station and award-winning horses such as the stallion Davy. The property is the center of life for Thomas and his wife, Lisa Müller, who is a Grand Prix rider and coordinates the stud's activities. For those moments when he prefers urban convenience, Müller also enjoys a luxurious penthouse in Gartnerplatzviertel, one of Munich's most vibrant and expensive neighborhoods. Even after his transfer abroad in 2025, he rented a new luxury apartment in this area to maintain a strategic foothold and enjoy the tolerant and vibrant atmosphere of the Bavarian capital during his visits. Müller's most recent investment is linked to his new career phase. With his transfer to the Vancouver Whitecaps in August 2025, the player moved to one of Canada's most beautiful cities. Unlike isolated mansions, Müller opted for the modernity of an apartment in a luxury building in the downtown Vancouver district. From his balcony, he enjoys a spectacular view of the city and mountains, living practically and close to the stadium, while his wife Lisa remains in Germany focused on her professional equestrian career. So, let's find out more about his life. Before that, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Soccer stars like Thomas Müller, despite maintaining an image of simplicity and focus on their work, do not neglect the pleasure of driving cutting-edge machines. When choosing models for his garage, the German star balances the sustainability of the new era with the raw power of luxury sports cars. Thanks to the historic partnership between Bayern Munich and Audi, Müller has been seen driving several of the brand's high-performance models, such as Audi SQ7, Audi RS6 Avant, Audi e-tron. The Raumdeuter is one of the biggest enthusiasts of sustainable mobility in soccer. He recently upgraded his Audi RS e-tron GT to the 2024/2025 season performance version in Daytona Gray Pearl Effect. Thomas Müller's garage reflects exactly who he is on the field: intelligent, functional, and extremely efficient. He uses his machines not only as status symbols, but as extensions of his commitment to technology and quality of life. A true example of class, isn't he? So, let's find out more about his life, shall we? But first, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Considered one of the greatest and most intelligent players in the history of German soccer, it's no wonder that Thomas Müller is an extremely wealthy man. The biggest source of income in his career undoubtedly comes from his lifetime contract with Bayern Munich, the club where he played for 25 years and became the greatest symbol of loyalty in the 21st century. To get an idea of the star player's financial success, in his last contract with the Bavarian giant, he received an estimated annual salary of 20 million euros. This remuneration consolidated him for years as one of the highest-paid athletes in the entire Bundesliga and Europe. In gross salaries alone during his time at Bayern, Müller is estimated to have accumulated more than 150 million euros, not counting the million-dollar bonuses for titles such as the Champions League and the Club World Cup. It is worth remembering that he ended his cycle in Munich as the most successful player in German history, with 35 official trophies in his career. But Thomas Müller's fortune does not come only from the soccer field. In 2025, he took a new financial step by transferring to the Vancouver Whitecaps in the MLS. Although he arrived with a more modest starting salary in 2025 due to salary cap rules, targeted allocation money, his contract provides for a jump to $6.8 million per year starting in 2026. This makes him the highest-paid player in the Canadian club's history. Off the field, he also has business interests in marketing. He has an enviable portfolio of sponsorships, serving as an ambassador for global brands such as Adidas, Volkswagen, Gillette, and Barilla. He recently expanded his network of partnerships by becoming the global face of Bavarian brewery Erdinger Weissbrau in September 2025. It is estimated that these advertising contracts together earn the player an additional 5 million euros per year. Outside the corporate world, Müller has turned his love of animals into a lucrative business. Together with his wife, he runs Gut Welcome, an elite stud farm in Bavaria that serves as an official insemination station for world-class dressage horses. This venture is not just a hobby, but a solid business that invests in award-winning stallions, such as Davy, and generates significant revenue in the European horse market. His digital presence also adds significantly to his net worth. With millions of followers, Müller monetizes his image through strategic partnerships with companies such as Lego, of which he became an official ambassador in 2024, and the supplement brand ESN. In addition, he has already secured a future source of income by signing on as a television expert for Magenta TV during the 2026 World Cup. And although no one knows for sure the exact value of the fortune accumulated by his Bavarian discretion, market sources estimate that Thomas Müller has a net worth of close to $55 million, a figure that continues to grow with his smart investments. Good luck and much success to him! Hey, you like the video? So don't forget about leave your like and comment, and tell some suggestions of another videos, and hopefully we gonna do it. All about channel. deals to satisfy your curiosity.